everyone, I'm Marguerite Papa.
And I'm Mary Rose Desautels. Welcome back to the Rundown for October 4th, 2019.
One of the many things that makes Loyola unique is our one-of-a-kind mascot.
You may have seen Snoopy made an appearance at the last pep rally.
Let's find out more about our mascot from Lauren Lindsay.
One of the many unique things about Loyola is our mascot. Our principal, John LeBlanc, explains how Snoopy became the face of Loyola.
In 1966, I believe it was a brother that was teaching here, wrote a letter to Mr. Schultz asking if we could use Snoopy as our mascot, and if my memory serves me correctly, Mr. Schultz wrote back with an image of Snoopy on the doghouse, the one that we use today for everything, saying this should be perfect for a school nicknamed the Flyers. When that happened in '66 and Mr. Schultz granted us permission, we were the only school in the country, and actually in the world, that were able to use Snoopy as the mascot.
Each year, a new student has the privilege to be Snoopy at many Loyola functions. Snoopy, who sometimes goes by the name Declan Shimoleski, tells us what it's like to be inside that gigantic head.
I think it all just started in health class. Coach Leach proposed the idea of somebody being Snoopy for the homecoming pep rally, and I said, well, sure, why not? You have to be very energetic. Sometimes you excite yourself when you're inside the costume because nobody really knows who you are, but you know what you're doing and who you are. I want to be something people look forward to when they come to an LCP football game. You always have good days and you have bad days. The most embarrassing occurred on what could be called a bad day. I just tried to break through the banner at the very beginning of the Who Let the Dogs Out song, and the banner got stuck under my foot. And when I planted to run along the crowd, I slipped in front of the entire school.
Snoopy has been and always will be a special part of Loyola. This has been Lauren Lindsay.
Thanks, Lauren. One of my favorite things about Loyola is our unique mascot.
This is not the only thing that sets Loyola apart. Our service to the community is unlike any other.
This weekend, students will have the opportunity to give blood to those who need it most.
Here's Im Hussein with more details.
Hey Flyers! One of the great things about Loyola is our service to the community, and Friday night will give us an opportunity to do just that. Friday night, before and during the football game against Huntington, there will be a community blood drive at Mesmer Stadium from 6 to 9. If you're interested, you must be 16 years old and have a parent's consent. We will have permission slips in the office starting today. If you're 17, you don't need a parent's consent, but you must present a picture ID to show before you donate. You can sign up at lifeshare.org. Be sure to come out and watch the Flyers play and give the gift of life.
Thanks, Im. What a way for students to give back.
We are so thankful for all the opportunities Loyola offers.
Did you know that this weekend our cross-country team is being given the opportunity to run in Orlando?
Let's hear more about this trip from Julia Smith.
After school yesterday, the cross-country team left to go on their Orlando trip. Here is Mr. Villalba to tell us more.
Hi, this is Coach Villalba. I'm very excited to share what we're doing over here in Orlando, Florida, this weekend for the cross-country meet in Universal Studios. So this Friday, we're going to practice to get ready to prepare for the race tomorrow, Saturday. We're looking forward to the big race at the Orlando Studios. So we're gonna start by practicing, running around the course, and then we're gonna go and hit the pool just to refresh at the Cabana Bay Resort, beautiful place. And then from there, we're gonna have a nice lunch so that we can have energies to go and enjoy the wizarding world of Harry Potter. We're gonna go and fly around this beautiful, amazing amusement park of Harry Potter. After that, we must get that rest so that we can compete to our best of our abilities and run as fast as we can. Saturday morning, where we're gonna go and compete against other teams from the nation in the United States and show why we are the Flyers, a very amazing team who is ready to compete against anybody in the world. With that said, after the race, we're gonna go back and enjoy another refreshing pool time with the team to get ready and prepare for another awesome experience at the park at Universal Studios, because at night we are actually going to the Halloween Horror Nights, which is gonna be as scary as can be. I'm already shaking, terrified, but so excited and thrilled to death to see how scary it's gonna be, especially with the team as we run around in this park at night. So with that said, Sunday we return, we fly back because that's who we are, the Flyers. Thank you.
Hope the cross-country team does well this weekend. I wish I could be there. Here's Wes Barlow with the rest of this week's sports.
Tonight, the Flyer football team takes on Huntington at 7 at Mesmer for their last home game before district play starts. The Flyers are trying to go 5-0 for their first time since that 2016 season. Reese Ebarb tells us more about his hopes for the game.
Okay, so this Friday we have the chance to go 5-0 for the first time since the 2016 season. This game Friday is going to be a big factor on how the rest of our season is going to go. Our offense has been doing great this year. We've put up 157 points, and our defense has only allowed 16 points all year. We'd like to keep it at 16 and hope we have a great game.
Last Friday, the Flyers played Jonesboro Hodge at Jonesboro and walked away winning 41-0. It was the first shutout since the 2016 season as the defense came up with 5 turnovers. Last week, the volleyball team traveled down to Baton Rouge for the weekend, playing 4 games and sadly leaving without a win. And this Tuesday, they played hard but weren't able to win their first district home game. And a big congratulations to the Loyola Cross Country Boys Varsity team for another impressive race at the Cedar Creek Cross Country Invitational with a total of 7 new PRs. Will Dart ran a time of 15:44 to win the race and set a new course record. Other top performers were Sarah Blunt, Cammie Miranda, Leslie Johnson, Daniel Boggs, Carson Massad, and Barra Massad. That's all for this week's Sports Report. This has been Wes Barlow reporting.
Thanks, Julia and Wes. Good luck to all of our Flyer sports teams this weekend.
That's all for this week's Rundown.
Have a great weekend, Flyers.